Right. Might as well get this video out of the way, even though nobody's really gonna care. What I'm gonna do is just do the rest of these 7 videos, and I'm just not gonna bother anymore, because clearly people ain't interested in what I have to post, so whatever. As I've said many times, the lose monsters in the game. Whatever. So, I guess sport. This is a E3. Basically, they released the trailer, and I don't know whether this game is going to be on multi-platform, because it was at the Xbox showcase, and basically this is from a company called Arcane Studios, same company that made basically the same company that made Dishonored 1 and 2, and is also making Deathloop. Man, you can see straight away, man, always promoting this crap. When you rotate it, you can clearly see it's an all-seeing eye. Right there, clearly see it. So, before I continue, I'm going to show you this company and the history of what they do. And as you can see, many people get offended by what I do. It is what it is, don't really care. You see, all-seeing eye, this is a game that I think it's been about 3 months now. You see, this was the trailer that they released for Deathloop. The whole entire trailer was full of occult symbolism. So, as I said, this is a new game that they're bringing out, which shows that this game is probably going to be short. For them to, usually when a company announces a game, they're working on it. When they release a trailer, they're working on it. People should learn that through Cyberpunk. Most of what they show was fake anyway, but this company, it is basically, it's probably a new company because I've never really heard of it before. But you see, that's what this all-seeing eye represents. You see this eyeball here, clearly there. There's just no denying it. Same eyeball, same thing, same thing. Yet again, people want to make excuses up, because again, they can't see reality. So let's rotate this back. You can clearly see an all-seeing eye. I mean, there's just no denying it. Right there again, excuse to promote the one eye symbolism. One eye is darkened. You always notice it's always with the left eye or the right eye. You see, and this guy here, this character, basically has an ability. It's just a copy and paste of Dishonored 2. Of course, with her ability, he goes, one of his eyes, basically he only ends up with one eye, of course. What a shock that is. As you can see, of course. You have to add an ability with a character where it promotes the one eye symbolism, of course. Can't come up with it. And again, this game is no gameplay showed. And of course, the Xbox fanboys out there. This game's great. No gameplay showed. Again, you can clearly see what this is. There's no argument about this. Clearly an all-seeing eye. It looks like an all-seeing eye. It clearly does. This is the pupil. There's the outside of the eye. You can clearly see it. Looks even more clearer there. And this is supposed to be a vampire. Basically, it honestly just looks like Fortnite with vampires. It really does. The graphics of the vampires looks like Fortnite. It seriously does. Seems she's got a robotic arm there. Part of the transhumanism agenda. Man becoming one with machine. You can clearly see that's an all-seeing eye. You can clearly see. So you see this company. So it seems to be in video games now with companies. You just promote the Illuminati. So, all-seeing eye, and you can clearly see it looks like a face. You can clearly see it more clear there. More clear. And I believe in this game they have like witchcraft powers. What a shock. I mean, promoting witchcraft like it's something that's God. Man, what do all these witches and that use witchcraft for? They don't use it for a good cause. They use it for things like black magic, dark, basically to do evil stuff. You always find that with witches, they use it for a horrible cause. Never use it for any good. Again, there you go. Now he's demonically possessed somehow, proving my argument. Black eyes, pure black, soulless eyes. Always, you'll see it in Hollywood movies where someone's demonically possessed, and they basically admit it as well. I didn't take a screenshot of it, but you can go watch the trailer yourself. There's the vampire where it picks up one of the characters. Its eyes go pure black. So in reality, they're admitting, I already knew it anyway, I've been saying it for years, vampires represent demons. They admit it in shows like the Vampire Diaries. They call them demons, because that's what they are. That's what vampires really are. And it's just another form for Satanists that drink blood, because we all know that Satanists drink blood. I mean, just they like drinking pig blood and all that. CC is blind in one eye. This is an excuse to promote the all-seeing eye symbolism, as you can clearly see. All-seeing eye on right there. Again, just an excuse to promote the one eye symbolism. And you see, it's not an ongoing thing. It's not just something that they just started doing. Dishonored. Half robot, half human. the transhumanism agenda, the, I can become my own god, I can live forever. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage. There's even a Illuminati game card. There's an Illuminati game card for immortality serum. Because that's what the elite believe in the Illuminati, that they can live for damn ever. I mean, David Rockefeller learned that lesson, didn't he? He probably thought it could live forever. But again, you see the one-eye symbolism. See here, this is Deathloop again. You see the symbolism. You see the triangle with the skull and bones. Call it the skull and bones. We all know what that refers to. The occult, the elite. And as you see, arcane. Again, one eye symbolism there. Other eye, you can barely see it. It's just an excuse. And again, I guarantee you this game is going to be so short, because if they're already making a game, another one, if they're already making another game, I guarantee you this one's not very long. And I guarantee you this game is probably going to be like $70. And that's what it is today in the gaming industry today. Games used to actually be quality, and they actually used to be long. Many people cry and complain that, oh, The Last of Us 2 was too long, or it was drawn out. Well, at least with The Last of Us 2, you got your money's worth. That game, you could pay like it's £60 or something, and you get 30 hours out of it. Depending, it can be longer, depending if you mess around. But they actually put effort into the games, even though the game is full of agendas and symbolism. At least they put effort into what they do, unlike other companies that just milk. I mean, go look at the graphics of The Last of Us. They actually put effort into their games. And you'll have some idiot out there, oh, you're promoting the game. No, I'm not. I'm just making a point. That's what games. What would you rather have? Games that are like 1 hour long, and they cost you $70. Which would you rather have? A game that promotes multiple symbolism and is $70, or, and you find as well most indie games really don't get that much attention. But again, this is footage of the game. Well, seeing there's an area in the game. What does this have to do with anything? The AI here kind of looks dumb. Kind of looks pretty stupid. Kind of reminds me of We Happy Few, where the AI was pretty dumb. You see here, Dishonored. You see the same thing. So really, it's just a copy and paste. You see, half robot, half human, one eye symbolism. And now this is it's called Granny. I think it's called Granny Bug or whatever, the character in Dishonored. And you see this is one of her symbols, a tree with an all-seeing eye, and you have the pyramid up here. So again, we'll show more. I just proved my argument, and these are all the symbols as well used by the Illuminati. And we know what nation uses these certain logos, but oh, that's just the certain star of this. No, it isn't the Star of Witchcraft. Always has, always will be. I talked about that yesterday in a video, and probably so many people got offended by it. Don't really care, really don't. But that certain star is in every single religion. Go look it up. It's in every single religion. As you see, I exposed this on. It's been months now. You can see that this was full of cult symbolism. This trailer, so it shouldn't be a shock. Well, I said nobody really cares about what I post, anyways. It doesn't really matter. As you can see in the background, all-seeing eye. So you see, it's just the same. Dishonored, the thief. It's all the same mechanics. It's gonna play the same. Stealth. Many people that played Dishonored, the stealth in the game was broken. So I guarantee it's gonna be the same crap again. It's supposed to be sneaking stealth games, and yet the stealth doesn't even work properly. It was kind of like that in Cyberpunk. Stealth was supposed to work, didn't work. Really, in the aim of the game with that, they wanted you to go in guns blazing. As you can clearly see, all seeing eye again. Simple as that. And you see there, all seeing eye again. Don't remember what this was, but I'd have to go back to you'd have to just go look at the video. Well, that was it. It looks like a Baphomet. Looks like a goat-headed ram. And then you had this. When it decides to load across. There we go. Illuminati pyramid. There you go. So, should be a shock that they now bring a game out, another one, that is promoting more cult symbolism. I mean, it's a track record. They did it with Dishonored. They did it with the second one. They're doing it with this. And they're doing it with Redfall. Multiple games. And Dishonored wasn't really that. I never really played it. I skipped that game because it kind of. I played Thief, the Thief game, and it really wasn't that good. It really wasn't. It was pretty boring. All you went around doing was sneaking, stealing stuff. It was pretty boring. Very boring. I didn't even complete the game. It was so boring. They hyped that game up like, oh, it's going to be an ultimate stealth and that. All you were doing is just jumping around buildings, doing stupid garbage. So it's a track record. And you see, that's what it represents. These multiple celebrities doing the same thing represents the Illuminati. They say it's the eye of providence. Also, a certain nation says it's the same thing. And there was a video that I was watching last night. And this is going to piss a lot of people off. Don't really care. But you got to ask yourself, who did the Illuminati really worship? They believe that the god of the so-called Bible and all that is Lucifer. Well, if you actually connect the dots, and as I said, this is where it's going to piss a lot of people off, in your so-called book, it admits that Satan is the same characteristics. It admits the same thing. It admits Satan is the exact same person. And again, on the back of the United States dollar, it says, "In God we trust." And you have the Illuminati. Who do they worship? They believe there's only one God, Satan. If you connect all the dots, you figure out who really is the God of this world. It's the devil, blinding the minds, playing two characters. And you all buy into it. Why do you think every single religion has a sacrifice in it? It's time to wake up to reality of who you really worship. The Illuminati worship the devil. So does every other religion. You just won't admit it. You just won't admit it. I mean, as I said, your own book admits it. Says it's Satan. I brought it up before. There's a certain part in that book where it says Satan numbered, and then it says also this that God did it. So in reality, it's the same person. You just won't admit it. And you're all brainwashed by religion. That's why we have Muslims that basically as violent as they are, because again they follow their book. This is what religion does. When you bring religion, people commit crimes. People believe in their own delusions. See, I'm actually awake. I ain't asleep. Woke up to reality. I don't worship anything. But again, it's just facts. Well, again, there's no really reason to it. It's been mentioned multiple times. Pope Francis is an idiot, same as the Catholic Church are. And while I was watching E3 anyway, there was multiple hand signs. One person was throwing up the 666 hand sign multiple times. One was throwing up the Illuminati pyramid. Man, it is what it is. Do you know what this standard for? So free. I don't know what you mean by that. You know what this standard for? I don't know what XCV is. I honestly don't. And again, there's another thing. Again, the game's garbage. The game is complete garbage. I've mentioned it before. Assassin's Creed Valhalla makes a good point in the game. As soon as you go to England, they say, why the Christians worship a so-called cross, which is a pagan symbol of what their so-called Messiah was crucified on. Why would you worship it? This shows you brainwashed. That's what they say in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. They say the worship. Why would you worship something that they were killed on? It's because you've been brainwashed. That's why the symbol of the cross is a cult symbol. It's a pagan symbol. You can say oh, it originally started with Christianity. It doesn't matter. It's a pagan symbol. But again, people just don't want to accept reality. Well, anyway, I'll be right back because I want to get these videos out the way. So I'll be right back. Got about 6 more videos to do now, like anybody would really care, like, but I'll be right back.